parents and how they lack accountability when it comes to toxic households and no love. There's a lot of neglect. There's a lot of no love being given to children. And in society, we wonder why the world is such a horrible place. And we wonder why all of these things are happening, why there's so much hate being spewed out into society. That's because everything trickles down to the base and the root. It's more than even just people that are living today. The people that were living not too long ago, the people that were living long ago. It's a big generational trauma chain. And we see this chain and this pattern in every family, but mostly minorities. Minorities suffer the most from this generational chain of curses, of limitations, of limiting beliefs, and everything. There's so much to tackle on this topic, but I want to specifically talk about parents taking accountability for their actions. There's a lot of parents out there that need to take responsibility and accountability for the way that their children are living, whether their children are adults or not. Because a lot of parents like to throw their children off once they become 18, 17, 16, around the ages where they start making decisions for themselves and having their own peace of mind in their own decisions. Parents start to neglect and not neglect, they don't start to neglect then. They've been neglecting the whole time. Anytime a child has to raise their other siblings, basically, that is neglect. That's a parent neglecting. For example, the oldest shouldn't be in charge of watching kids. Go get you a babysitter. Go pay a babysitter, especially if you're not paying them. Do you know how much mental trauma, how much mental anguish goes into a older sibling when they are solely responsible for their sibling, younger sibling, especially when there's more? Me personally, me specifically, this is why I can talk about this situation. I personally went through this. I personally am unlearning all of the freaking trauma bonds that I had to learn and that I was into because of how I grew up. And it's not to blame my parents 100%, but like I'm saying, parents need to take accountability for their part, because a child's life started from whatever you as the parent, whatever you brought that child into. Never once did the child have the say so, because it's a child. Me personally, I grew up in a household with a single mom, and there were 6 kids, and I was the oldest out of those 6 kids, and we're all back to back. I'm 20 right now. My sister that's a year younger than me, she's 19. My other sister, she just turned 18. Then my brother, he's 17. And then my other brother, our other brother, he's 15. And then our youngest brother, the 6th child, he is 15, 16. Well, no, he's 14. The youngest one is 14. So I'm telling y'all the ages so y'all can understand how close we were together. But again, I'm saying I grew up the oldest. I'm actually really not the oldest on my dad's side or my mom's side, ironically. But I grew up as the oldest in my mom's household with 5 younger siblings. Super close together. I'm going to keep alliterating. I just want you to get the picture. Okay, you get the picture. It was hard. It was really hard. I ended up in the mental hospital multiple times. The first time was because I said I was suicidal, and I was feeling suicidal. Way before then, I actually did suicidal things and never was put in the hospital because nobody cared. I was young and nobody was paying attention. Like, nobody was paying attention. That's where it come in. There's neglect a lot of places, and that's because these parents need to take accountability. Fathers need to take accountability for their neglect. If you are a father and you do not know your child, you never lived with your child, you never saw your child once a week. If you haven't seen your child since it's been born at least once a week, that's you neglected that child. I'm so sorry to break it to you. I'm not sorry, but you neglected that child. Your absence made a big impact on that child. A lot of people be like, well, I wasn't there, so I didn't do nothing. Yeah, you didn't do nothing. That's kind of the point. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. And then the other parent had to do too much, to where it seemed like they basically didn't do anything either. Whole time they just did too much, probably. But parents just need to take accountability. It's so much, it's just so much. It's just so much heartache. It's so much heartache. And I'm speaking on this topic because it's in my spirit, it's in my soul. God been speaking to me. God been saving me for the last 2 years. God saved me, literally, my salvation. I told him, God, if you real, please tell me, God, please. I'm ready to give up. I'm about to leave. I'm about to give up. But I do believe in you. So when I give up, I believe that I should be coming to you. But I don't want to come to you if you're not ready for me. He wasn't ready for me. He said he wasn't ready for me. He came and he woke me up. I had my spiritual awakening. I have so many videos of my spiritual awakening story. And the more time that goes by in between time, because now I'm 2 years past my spiritual awakening, the more time that goes by, when I speak about it, my tone will change about it because now I've experienced new things and I've looked at it in a different perspective. When I was going through my spiritual awakening, I thought it was the devil trying to take me out himself. But turns out the devil really is a worker of God. The devil and Jesus is equivalent. A lot of people speak about the devil and God as if they were equivalent, but that is not true. God and the devil is not equivalent. God is the one and only top. And then we have his children, Satan and Jesus. And then we have his other children, every single person ever to live on the planet. And you are in the likeliness of either Satan or Jesus. Are you a child of God where God got to throw you out of his kingdom and go teach you some lessons in the wilderness and you don't never make it out because you're bad? Or are you like Jesus and God put you in the wilderness and you come out stronger and you come out healing people and you come out speaking his word and trying to change and trying to, steer other people in the right direction? That's really what it comes down to. That's why heaven and hell is on earth. Heaven and hell is on earth because we are living. We are the living word right now. Like I'm saying, I'm speaking on this topic and I'm making this video right now because God is really putting it in my spirit, and I feel like I'm talking about it because I'm the only person that can talk about it right now. There's millions of people going through it, but I got through it. I went through it. I got through it. And I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to better my situation. I'm trying to better my life. And there's a lot of devils on this planet. There's a lot of children on this planet that are of likeliness of Satan. And God is tired of that. God is tired of it. And for us, in the likeliness of Jesus, no matter how many mistakes we make, if we come out stronger and we coming out healing and we coming out preaching and prospering, that's our job. And honestly, I just want somebody to hear me. I feel like I be talking, and I started doing YouTube and I started doing TikTok at first because I started with my spiritual awakening. I started because I wanted to put my message out there. I started because I wanted people to hear me and hear my story, and I wanted people to be motivated and people to know that it's okay. Whatever you're going through right now, every single child right now, I want to cry. It's Christmas time. And there's a lot of stuff that's just going on. And when people live life and they are doing good, it's kind of hard to think about the other people in the world that are going through things that you already overcame. Lyrica, hi. Tell everybody hi. Lyrica came. She wanted to say hi. I don't know why she's crying, because I'm crying. Aw. It's just, I just know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that we don't know about, and it's bad, and it needs to stop, and we need to be more focused. We need to be aware. And before this blackout happen, because it will happen, because think about it, y'all. Think about it. It's just too much. It's just too much that's going on. It's too much that didn't happen. And for some reason, people are forgetting that we are literally in the midst of a pandemic. We're literally in the midst of a pandemic. COVID isn't gone. I just got COVID for the first time. Literally last month in November, on November 7th, I got a positive COVID test. It was horrible. It was horrible. I couldn't do anything. I literally flunked college, my first semester of college. I knew I knew it. I knew ever since COVID started in my high school, senior year of high school, when it made me not be able to go to prom, go to graduation. Everything has been different. And the world does not want to accept that we are not the same people we were at first. We're not in the same time frame. We're in the 20th decade. We're in the 20th decade. Look at every century. The 20th decade. The 20th decade is always big. It's always going down. The Spanish flu happened. The Great Depression happened. The stock market crash happened. The Roaring Twenties happened. And we're in that phase. And the same spiritual warfare and the same spiritual awakening that I had this decade, and that many others have had this decade, and in life in general, because obviously it's not just this decade. People go through things when it's time. And time is kind of like irrelevant at the same time, because it's kind of fake and made up. It's kind of not real, but it's real. Everything in life right now is showing how unreal it is, but yet it's real. It's only real because we participate. It's only real because we let it be real. We make it real. I just switched topics. I just noticed that. I just really switched topics. But I digress on what I was just saying, because I'm going to just digress on that, because there's many videos where I've already talked about the plans. I've already talked about everything I know so far. I'm pretty sure I know more now, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video, because I want to go back on track to neglectful parents, parents taking accountability. And when you first, as the victim, when you are first going through your awakening, you want to blame your parents, and you really want to blame everybody around you, because they kind of are to blame at the same time. Yes, they are to blame, and they need to take accountability. But for your healing purposes, your healing does not mean that you're supposed to go get your sorry from people. Don't go seeking your sorry from people. Heal and move on. But speak out. Don't ever hide your truth. Don't ever mistake trying to be humble or trying to let something go as you happen not to speak your truth. No, they did that to you. Speak about it. It's your truth, and you can speak about it freely. Honestly. And that's why I be speaking about my experience, because I went through this. Me and my mama is in a good place. Right now we speak on speaking terms, and I love her to death. Me and my dad is we speaking. This is the most we've spoken to each other, because now I'm an adult and I can actually like process information and process like our lives basically. So, but the more that I speak to him, the more I think about the fact that these parents need to be taking accountability, because a lot of parents, they have the role, and they was the present parent. They was the present parent, and they inflicted a lot of trauma on people. But also, the absent parent inflicted a lot of trauma too. It's just subconscious trauma. It's just subconscious trauma, and it's crazy how much astrology can talk about it. How much astrology can pinpoint everything. Ever since my spiritual awakening, that's what got me out of my flunk. That's what got me out of my flunk, literally. It was astrology, it was numerology, it was knowledge. Knowledge is power. That's what happened. But my Chiron is in Capricorn. My asteroid of Chiron, of lifetime, of the unhealed and wounded warrior, basically. Yeah. It's just a lot. But I don't really want to talk about my personal experience, because I have, like I said, many videos when I talk about my personal experience. But I'm going to talk about the fact that there's like a lot of stuff going on. And spiritually, we need to get it fixed, because karma is not going to be playing with people. Wow, Narion. My lips are dry because it's negative 12 degrees outside and almost like 100 degrees inside here. So yeah. I'm ready to move. That kind of made me sad. I literally got the flu during finals, and I didn't take my finals for school. And I was kind of dependent on my finals, because before I had the flu, I had strep to begin with, and then I had strep again, and then I got COVID. It's just been bad. But also, when I be talking about astrology, I should have knew something like this was about to happen, because the solar eclipse that just happened, the lunar eclipse and all of that in Taurus and Scorpio axis, was in my 6th house and my 12th house. My 6th house and my 12th house. And if you don't know all of what that means, the 6th house in your astrology chart has to do with your health, your systems, organization, your service, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it flunked. I got sick. This is my first year ever getting sick. And I literally got sick with everything that's going around right now, basically. I got sick with strep twice. Then I got COVID. And then I got the flu. I've never had any of these before, ever in life. But I got it this year. And I was in college and it didn't go well. It just didn't go well. But I love school. I love school and I want to be a successful, I know I'm going to be a successful person. You hear me talking. You hear me talking, and this me talking isn't even from a school teaching me. The school should be wanting me. The school should be pursuing me. And that's kind of probably why I feel like I wasn't ready anyway. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I feel like I'm not appreciated the way that I need to be appreciated in the world. So, yeah. But no, for real, it's just like, it's sad. It's like we cannot get it back though. The more you heal, the more unanswered questions you have, and they never can get answered. And it's so sad because why I say do not go looking for a sorry to help you heal. You have to heal on your own. You can't be waiting for somebody to say sorry and take accountability for you to heal if you're the victim. Because think about it. What if they die? What if they die before you ever get your sorry? Before you ever get the recognition that you deserve from this person? What if they die? You cannot live your life forever just wanting the recognition that somebody did what they did to you and wanting them to admit it. You cannot solely rely on that for your healing. You have to heal on your own. But again, like I said, never ever hide your voice. Never stop speaking about your experience. Never stop speaking your truth. Because people deserve to hear what they have done. For example, every single person ever in my life in Quincy, Illinois, that bullied me when I was a kid in school. I remember every single one of you. I don't know none of y'all. I don't know all of y'all names because a lot of y'all didn't even know, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all might see this one day. Y'all gonna see me. That's probably why y'all gonna see me. Like I actually always said that. Ever since first grade, I knew I was gonna be a billionaire one day and I knew I was gonna be famous, honestly. And it hasn't happened yet, 100%. The fame thing kind of getting there. I got 21,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm very thankful. No, I have not celebrated because I'm broke. That's why. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't did my celebration video because I'm broke. That's why. And it's Christmas time. But yeah, when I am able to celebrate, which I ain't gonna lie, it might be on my 21st birthday that I'll be able to celebrate this. Which is January 23rd. My birthday is next month. Literally, my birthday is in a month because today is December 23rd and my birthday is on January 23rd and I'm going to be turning 21. Another thing I want to talk about is how mentally, no matter what age you are, that's why age is just a number sometimes. A lot of the trauma that people go through has their emotional and intellectual state stunted. The growth of it is stunted at whatever happened, whenever it was, whatever age. And you can't even pinpoint it. That's the sad part. All of this, I just don't want anyone else to grow up, and I don't want nobody else to go through any trauma. I don't want no one else to live life and have to go through trauma. I don't want it. I don't want that. That's what's wrong with the world. That's what's wrong with the world. It's because from the beginning, from the root, life should not start on the wrong foot. And that's why I want people that are already alive, people that already care. We need to do something about this. The government obviously isn't trustworthy in this, and that's why they need to change. The government, the whole system of the United States government, the whole system of the whole world, and that's why when they talk about a one world order, if the right people regulate and start this will be the best thing that ever happened to everybody on the planet. But if the wrong people do it, it would be the worst thing that ever happened to everybody on the planet. But the idea of a one world, one nation under God, that is exactly what we are supposed to be doing. But that's why we are going through. They're the Antichrist. The wrong people are doing it because they're trying to play God. They've been trying to play God for centuries, for decades, forever, literally forever. A group of people have been trying to play God. And their ancestors and their offspring, their descendants, they're trying to play God. They are the Antichrist. We cannot put our trust in other people in the world. Right now, our trust is in ourselves and our connection to God and source. And when everybody that's living right now get their connection to source and consciously enlighten themselves and balance their chakras and heal trauma and let go of past hurts and literally heal, not just let go, but heal them. You have to heal them. Because if you could think about it and get mad, or if you can't talk about it without crying, or if you can't talk about it without getting too emotional, you're not healed from it. It's not healed. The way you know you are healed is when you can talk about it, you can advocate for it, you can stand up for it for other people, and you can make the world a better place. And you will never, and I don't think, so far, I don't know if we will ever understand if we are really impacting. I don't think you get the satisfaction of feeling the impact that you have on the world, because honestly, I just don't think so. I just don't think so. But there's a lot of things that just like go on, and I just want it to change. I don't ever want to see nobody else hurt. I don't want people to go through that. I don't want people to be out there abusing kids. I don't want people to be out there molesting kids, grooming kids. I've seen so much, and I hate that, God. I hate that we, the people who are healers, we have to literally go through the wilderness over and over again because there's so much to be saved. There's so much to be seen. And God got to place his people in the worst situations, because if his people aren't placed in those situations, there will be no justice. There will be no balance, and we will continue in the cycles that we are in. But at the same time, I be telling God, like, God, I just want to be happy. I just want to be around happy people. I just want to live in a world where it's happy and it's sane. And I don't got to look over my shoulder. I ain't got to watch my back. I ain't got to think too much of somebody crossing me and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's real hard out in these streets. I'm not going to lie. I'm tired of being low income. I ain't going to lie. I don't even understand how I'm 20 years old and I'm already low income. It's systematic oppression. And that's why I be advocating. I'm talking about it. I'm going to be posting all of my TikToks, because right now I'm banned on TikTok because I had to go off on a whole bunch of people, because I use my TikTok platform to make my videos. And then usually I post my videos on YouTube, and then YouTube, for some reason, is where I blew up. I don't know. All my videos usually originate from TikTok, but TikTok never pick up me on the algorithm, because it seems like TikTok is commercial now. TikTok was not commercial when I found out about it. When I was going through my spiritual awakening, me getting TikTok and being on TikTok is what helped me get out of it. That's where I learned about astrology. That's where I learned about numerology and angel numbers and all this kind of stuff, to where then I had to do my own research, and then it started making sense, and God started speaking through the angel numbers, and he started speaking through me meditating, and he started speaking through me speaking. It took a while for him to I had to heal my own traumas. Like I said, I was going through what I was going through. I was in the household with my mom and my siblings. My mom, she works. She works. My mom literally lives at work. All my life, almost basically, she lives at work. Literally. And I don't want that for her no more. I don't want that for her. Because I see that broke up it broke up the family that we were. Because there wasn't a two-parent household. There wasn't a man there that did what a man is supposed to do. But there was a woman there that was doing exactly what a man was supposed to do. And basically what a woman was supposed to be doing too, but then that's where I came in. I came in on that part as the older sister, as the living babysitter, as the older sister who got to make sure the kids ain't doing what they ain't supposed to be doing, got to make sure also people not messing with them. Meanwhile, people messing with me. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I got jumped. I think I was like 12 or 13. I got jumped. Me and all my siblings was walking home. We was literally walking home. I had to pee. I told them we just came from our auntie house. I told them I had to pee. We finna leave. Left out. The little neighborhood bullies around there, they was messing with me, and then one of their cousins or brother or whatever came and told them with his flashlight on his recording phone, told them to beat me up, basically, and they jumped me. They jumped me. Yeah. That was when I was 12 or 13. Now, fast forward to when I was like 17. Well, not 17. I was like 18. I had to be 18. 2021. minus 2, 20, 19. Oh, I was 19? I was 19? I don't know. 19 don't sound right, but I guess I was 19. I'm 20 right now. That's not possible. 2021. June 4th, 2021. Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. Their police department needs to be sued. I will sue their police department. I actually just had a dream about that. So you know what? Then maybe that's God telling me to talk about that on here. Again, with parents taking accountability. If your kid's out in these streets killing other kids, beating up other kids, bullying other kids, you're lacking as a parent. Your kid shouldn't be out there doing that. Who raised them? It seems like a lot of the times the parent never raised them. The older sibling kind of raised them. They raised themselves type stuff. Parents be needing to take accountability. But anyway, on June 4th, 2021 in Gary, Indiana, I just told y'all about what happened in Quincy, Illinois. But in Gary, Indiana, these two girls fought me too. And it was I honestly don't know from their perspective what they was thinking they was fighting me for that day, but I know it wasn't whatever they thought it was because there was nothing. Literally, there was nothing. But my sister, that's a year younger than me, remember I just told y'all she's 19 and I'm 20. And that time, I guess I was 19, she was 18. I don't know. It sounds too old. I feel like I was 18, she was 17. But I'm doing the math, and she was 18 and I was 19, I guess. But she pinned my boyfriend against me. She pinned my so-called friends against me. I don't know if it was necessarily 100% her or if her connection to me is what did it for them. I don't know. Honestly, God gonna bring it to light. God gonna handle the situation because that's what God does. And I'm leaving it in his hands because if I would put it in my hands, I won't grow up and be whoever I'm going to be one day because I will be in jail. I will be in jail. I will be in jail because I remember every single person, every single wrongdoing that anyone ever did to me. I remember it from preschool on up. Actually, from daycare on up. Because I remember some stuff when I was like 2 or 3 or 4 or something like that when I lived in Chicago because I'm from Chicago. I went to this like daycare place or like school type of place. And they were doing freaky stuff in there. Freaky, freaky stuff. Freaky. Real freaky. I ain't gonna go too far into it, but it's freaky. And I was a kid. 2, 3, 4. Freaky. But anyway, the reason why I said I was sue GPD, Gary Police Department, is because on June 4th, 2021, when they came 3 times for the incident on 7th and Delaware, yeah, I'm real adamant about getting this story out there because I even emailed the state police department, the Indiana State Police Department, because the city police department didn't do anything like they were supposed to. But anyway, those girls fought me. It was for nothing. My sister really pinned all of my so-called people that were supposed to love me against me for her own personal whatever. What is it called? A vendetta, I guess. And it worked. It literally worked. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe it was really not her pinning people against me, and collectively they all decided to pin each other against, to just be against me. I don't know. But it's because I was standing up for the fact that I do not agree with kids having sex with kids. I do not agree with teenagers grooming kids. Teenagers grooming other teenagers. I don't agree with adults grooming teenagers. I don't agree with adults grooming kids. And I peeped it. I peeped that was going on. And I don't agree with that. And I don't think anybody should agree with it. But it turns out my sister agreed with it. Turns out a lot of people in my family agree with it because they literally went against me. They literally tried to ruin my life because I spoke up and was saying something about it. Because I said something about it. I said, get away from those people. They're molesting kids. Stop going to their house. They're grooming each other. That's bad. It's literally bad. That's literally bad. Because as an older sister, I've never looked at life. I've never been able to be a child that just makes mistakes with no common sense. I've always been expected to have the common sense. And I have it. I'm smart. God made me who I am. But it always gets me in the wrong situations with the bad people. That's why people was bullying me in school too, because I will never be the type of person to just sit there and take it. I will never sit there and just take it unless it's a life or death situation and I gotta hold my pride. But no, people shouldn't be forced to do that. Bad people shouldn't be able to just force people to be quiet. That's not how it works. And if that's how the world wants to continue to work, then I guess let it be like that. But I'm not living in a world like that. I can't live in a world like that. I can't live in a world where there's so much karma going around. I can't be around people that got bad karma, because karma don't never skip a beat. No matter how much control us humans think we have or what's going on in life and what we got going on in life, that is not true. We do not have control over what's going on. And I'm pretty sure real soon God gonna make that very apparent to the entire world, because we are going to be in some stuff that is just crazy. And I just know that that's gonna happen. Me and all of the other people that he called. Y'all be thinking we playing. Y'all be thinking we crazy. Y'all be trying to make it into something that it's not. But really, God been speaking. God be speaking. He is speaking. Right now, he is speaking. Yesterday he was speaking. God, I love you. God, I love you. God, thank you for protecting me. God, thank you for uplifting me. Thank you for placing me over my enemies and never letting them get over on me, God. Even though you let them put their hands on me, and I'm really still mad about that, but I'm pretty sure you're going to handle it, and it's going to be for a better situation. Because I better get justice. That's all I'm going to say. And that's why GPD, Garrick Police Department, yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, I know y'all only have 5 officers and one of them got killed on 5th Street around that time. But still, y'all neglected my safety and y'all didn't care about my safety at all. But also Quincy, Illinois did that too just recently too, around Labor Day. Officer Weholder, literally. I don't like that. Police officers, you just cannot, no. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of things in the world where people just need to be taking accountability. And all of these titles and all of this, that's one thing God taught me in this pandemic. School, these systems, they not real. They are not real. They are man-made. They are of our imagination, and they only work when we work. Anything that only works when we work is not real. Because when God sit us the freaking heck down, then what? Then what? What's real is our mental state, our mental health. I am still advocating. I be advocating because it's not a joke. It's really not a joke. And we gotta stop we gotta try to stop these trauma cycles, these generational curses. Please break them. To every kid out there, any kid that's this far into my video and can see this, teenager, you ain't gotta, everybody is a kid. Even if you're 35 years old, you still a kid. Everybody is still a kid. You somebody kid and you God kid, honestly. Get out of anything toxic. Get away from that person that you know don't love you, bro. If they mistreating you, they do not love you. No matter how many times they gaslight you into making them think that you love them. The push and pull. As humans, we always want what we can't have or what don't want us. No, stop. Don't never, ever, ever settle for somebody. If they put in their hands on you, if it's a domestic violence case, get away from them. Me and my brothers actually was just talking about our 2 sisters, the one I just told y'all about. Because technically I'm the oldest, then my other 2 sisters, they the next oldest, and then we have 3 brothers, and they the babies out of us, basically. 3 girls are older than 3 boys, basically. Me and my brothers was just talking about how we don't like how my sister, the one that set me up in Indiana, for those girls to fight me, because she was mad that I was talking about the fact that they shouldn't hang out with them and they shouldn't be in their house and be around their people because their people are fucking pedophiles and groomers. Big, real loud, yes. Hi, family crew. Hi, crew. Is that how you say it? But anyway, She literally punched our other sister, who is epileptic, into a seizure. That is domestic violence. And that's not her first time doing something like that. And we all talking, and I wasn't, like I said, my mom put me out. The day that my sister got those girls to jump me and to fight on me and all that kind of stuff, that day, it was June 4th, 2021. My mom literally kicked me out. And from that day forward, I was homeless for 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, I stayed at her sister's house. And then for the next week, I was in a different state. And I was in a hotel. And that's when I got my help. I talk about my story. You can go watch my story when I talk about stuff like this. When I get an award, or whenever I get the chance to, like, I don't even know. All I know is I know God got good plans for me, and I trust him in the process, even though it's been hard. It's been real eventful, and I've definitely got a story to tell. But God saved me. His earth angels saved me. People of God, we are earth angels. All of us here on earth that are of God in the likeness of Jesus. And we heal people after we go through the wilderness and we go through the storms. We have a big place in life, and we are part of divine. We are part of divine timing. She was my divine timing. Jenny, I will forever love you. Oh my God, I'm gonna name my daughter Jennifer just because for you, and also because of Jennifer's body, Megan Fox too. So that's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm gonna name my daughter Jennifer. But yeah, anyway, that sister, she punched my other sister into a freaking seizure. That's not okay. And like I said, it's not her first time doing that. Stupid. Ooh, I'm mad about that. And then I just think about it. I think that's why I'm talking about this, actually, because I'm thinking about it so hard, and I'm thinking about our childhood and everything we've been through and everything as siblings that we put each other through because of the fact that our parents, because all of my siblings that I've lived with, none of us have the same dad. All 6 of my siblings that I'm talking about in the household, that I was the oldest out of, well, 5, because I'm the 6th one. None of us have the same dad. We have all the same mom. That's why we was in the same household. And that's why I said, no, I'm not the oldest technically on my mom's side or my dad's side, actually. But I grew up as the oldest. My life is a fucking testimony. Yes, I cussed, just in case you didn't already notice. Yeah. I be trying not to, though. It's kind of hard. It was my coping mechanism after a razor. And I learned my lesson with razors. Please don't be suicidal, y'all. Just get away from the people. It's a lot of help out there that will help you. And if you young, and you trying to get away from parents that's either neglectful, abusive, or you in a situation that's bad like that, I ain't gonna lie, go to CPS. And I hear a lot of bad stories about foster homes and CPS, but I feel like, honestly, it's all about you standing up and speaking for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself, and you have to protect yourself. You never too young to have a voice. No matter how many times an adult might try to take your voice away, keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. Always speak the truth. Always speak your truth. Whatever you go through, we're going to get it together. They can't ignore us if we keep speaking about it. You cannot ignore someone who's steady speaking about it. What they going to do? Take us out? And what we going to do? Be spirits with God, and God going to come what? God going to come what? Come freaking release, what's that called? He going to come pour out all the vials. And when all of God's angels are taken out of the situation, whenever God take his people out of certain situations and leave the people in situations who have such bad karma, it's just crazy. I'm not even gonna keep going into everything because it's so complex to talk about. You just gotta know. You honestly just gotta know. I'm finna get off of here though, because it's gonna be getting long, and I want people to actually listen to what I'm saying, because I'm trying to put my voice into the world through social media. I don't know if it's ever gonna do what I'm thinking that. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is I hope that the right people hear it. Why did it say message retracted when I didn't see a message in the first place? My lips so dry, it's crazy. Maybe I'm dehydrated, and I just don't know. That's probably the problem. I'm finna go drink some water. But anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm finna be posting all of my videos from TikTok that got me banned on TikTok on here. Hopefully it don't get me banned on here, honestly. But at the same time, I'm tired of social media. It's kind of hard to make my voice heard on social media too. I'm realizing that this is it's my outlet. It's like a diary for me. My page and my platforms is my diary and my planet basically. But I'm noticing that this not the end all. This not the bigger picture. This not the bigger picture that God wanted. That I felt like I was. What I felt like I was doing when I first started making videos and first started talking about stuff like this online. The expectation that I have from it being online probably isn't the end game. It's not the end goal. It's not the game plan that God got going on, really. And I'm noticing that because, again, the internet only works if we work. If all of our phones turn off, ain't nobody gonna even be watching the internet. Cause how you gonna get on the internet? If the internet shut down, if the internet crashed or anything, cause honestly, it's possible. Remember, well, actually, y'all don't probably remember, but the older people remember there was a time where there was no such thing as the internet. You know, like I'm saying, what's finna happen in the world? We finna go through some stuff, and for us new people in the world that wasn't here beforehand, it's gonna be new to us. The same way the technology is new to the old people. No technology is about to be new to us, or a upgraded, different type of technology, basically. Um, but I think it's for the best. I think it's for the best if we go back on quarantine, we go back on lockdown, because everything needs to change. Literally everything. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all a story. So anybody that think they finna be safe at J.P. Morgan's Chase Bank, don't use them. Do not use them, especially if you're not rich, because they be taking people money and messing up their bank account and messing up their credit, essentially. And I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like just so much stuff it's so much unbalanced stuff that just is going on in the world, and that's because people have false realities of what's really going on. All of this stuff is fake. All of this stuff is made up. It's real because it's real right now because we make it real. Because somebody made it real, but it's fake essentially. It's just fake. I'm gonna stop talking. I see that my throat chakra isn't as open as it was in the beginning of the video, so I'm gonna just stop talking. I mean, if y'all want to keep discussing it, there's a comment section for a reason. I'm online. Like I said, I'm banned off TikTok, so I'm gonna be on YouTube a lot. I usually don't be on YouTube a lot because TikTok is a really good editing app, and I like the way that the camera look and everything. YouTube need to upgrade their shorts because for some the filters on there, everything. I don't know. It's just like it just looks different. I don't know how the video quality that I get from making TikTok videos is different when I make shorts on YouTube. It literally looks different. It looks like I have an Android when I'm posting on YouTube, but when I'm on TikTok, you can see clearly. Like it's like you can reach through the screen, but on YouTube, for some reason, it looks like an Android. So yeah, I don't know. Y'all have a blessed holiday. If y'all seeing this at the right time of the holidays, whatever holiday you around, I'm gonna just say your next holiday. I hope you have the most blessed time ever. Like I said, stay away from toxic people. And if you wasn't invited, don't go. If you had to invite yourself, if you had to get information about everything yourself and it wasn't like a clear invitation, a clear gathering of I want you, don't go. And that go for events and that go for people. Never settle for less. Never settle for less. Always never overlook anybody that love you. I'm going to just say that. No matter what you think you might want in life or whatever, when you find people that genuinely love you and care about you unconditionally, keep them people. Never chase after the people that's trying to play hard to get for you. You're going to hurt yourself. Bye.